Happy 2 year anniversary, AEW Dynamite. We are going to be jumping into the AEW 2 year anniversary show. We will be focusing on the casino ladder match. Who will be coming in the Joker position? Will we see the return of a current AEW wrestler, or will we be seeing the debut of a brand new wrestler in the Joker position? We will be going over this and maybe a little bit more here on the Underbosses Wrestling Hot Takes. So sit back, relax. We're going to be getting into that right now. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it. AEW Dynamite's anniversary show has just ended, and we now know who is going to be the challenger for Kenny Omega in the Heavyweight Championship. No surprise whatsoever. The Joker card was no other than Hangman Adam Page. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's go ahead and break it down a little bit and go over what kind of happened in the event. First and foremost, if you haven't done so yet, down in the description is the podcast I'm a part of. It's Off the Top Rope Podcast, all their socials, and also some of our podcast platforms are in there. So please give it a follow. Listen to last week's recap. There's a lot of good stuff in there. The inmates were running the asylum this past week. So make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button, give that episode a listen, and I hope you enjoy it. Now, getting back to this ladder match, before I go into the recap of it, I just want to say I feel like time was taken away from this main event due to the fact that there was a couple of matches on there that were a little unnecessary. So I feel like it was rushed a little bit, but we ultimately knew what the ending was going to be even before the show even started. So let's go ahead and jump into it really quick, and we can go ahead and just run it down, and we can go ahead and see what you all think. Please let me know your opinions about what happened tonight in the ladder match down in the comments below. We would love to hear your opinions. And also, too, like I said, make sure you subscribe here. You hit that notification bell. And also make sure you follow Off the Top Rope Podcast, where you can hear me, the Underboss Cyber Yeti, along with all the other boys, Blackheart, E Dukes, the First Lady, Shar, all of us. So make sure you hit that subscribe button as well on our YouTube page. So starting off, the beginning of the match, the first two competitors, it was Pac and Orange Cassidy. Now, Orange Cassidy was going to start the match originally the way he normally starts some of his matches. As soon as the bell rang, hands up, he was going to put them in the pockets. Pac stops him midway through and says, "Not today, kid. You're going to have to fight me." So the match started off locking up. They were locking up. They were hitting. The pace was actually pretty quick for the first few minutes of the match. Now, this is the other thing that makes me say that it was rushed. Like, it was a minute and a half, a minute 50 between competitors. I felt like the Orange Cassidy and Pac could have gone at it a little bit more one-on-one by themselves before the next participant came in. But due to time constraints being on network TV, it can be a little bit challenging. But anyway, the third competitor, was Andrade. And of course, we know some storylines came into this ladder match. Of course, the storyline between Andrade and Pac is still playing out in this match. So as soon as El Idoloro comes out, he hits Pac right away. He hits him with a huge sunset flip from a ladder after he gets in. So I mean, that rivalry is still going. Orange Cassidy was kind of out of it at that point, so they started going at each other. The next one that came in was Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy, the head ringer of the HFO, he comes out, and of course this continues a rivalry that HFO has with Orange Cassidy and Best Friends. So this kind of already gave me the vibe of, okay, continuing the storyline. They want to make sure that, they're able to pick up right where they left off right after this match. So that's why I kind of had a feeling it wasn't going to be any of these four people that were going to win this match. So Right when Matt Hardy got into the ring, he hits Orange Cassidy with a side effect, and puts him out on his back. So the other thing that kind of drove me nuts about this match was the fact that they went into a break. I know it was picture in picture, but still, it was a break that they went into that they actually had Lance Archer come out during break and get into the ring. Of course, this dude's a huge guy. He starts ripping into everybody throughout the break, and then they come back right around this time. There's only one person left to come out before the Joker card, which is John Moxley. And of course, Lance Archer, John Moxley, they have a feud starting to cross over to multiple brands now. AEW, it's starting to pop up in New Japan, and it's just chaos with them. Lance Archer doesn't even give him a chance to come into the ring. He's coming in through the crowd. He goes and meets him in the crowd, and they start fighting there, and they finally bring themselves back. They get in the ring. They're starting. Everybody's just pretty much. It's a full blown bar fight, and how convenient it being called a bar fight when the Joker card is no other than Hangman Adam Page, which we all knew this. We all knew he was coming back. He is destined to go after the AEW title, and he is the one that comes out, and he comes out to the chance of cowboy shit. So this was completely the ideal situation for him to come out in the Joker position. Um, he ran straight for Moxley. He was not scared. He went straight for the most dangerous person out of everybody in the ring, and he just started going after Moxley, and he took out everyone by himself. And then, of course, the one person who is already they thought was laid out outside is the one that slides in, which is Pac, and hits him in the back with a chair while he's gloating, while he's taunting. You know, I can understand them doing this because they wanted to seem like Adam Page is the strongest person in that ring, which he was the freshest one, so I can understand that. So the next big spot that came up was with Matt Hardy and Orange Cassidy outside. Matt Hardy being Matt Hardy, he gets up on the top of the ladder and he does a massive leg drop. Now, this is what bothers me about that leg drop, is the fact that we know he has a history of back injuries, especially with his lower back because of that leg drop. And the first thing I thought when I saw him on the floor, I was like, I sure hope he's just selling it and he didn't really just hurt himself hitting that leg drop. So he hits a leg drop on Orange Cassidy on a table, and then he's just literally convulsing, like his whole lower body is convulsing the entire time after the leg drop. Pretty much it came down to who was going to get up the ladder first, who was going to fight off everyone to get to the top. And it came down to it. There was only two competitors left on the ladder, which was Adam Page and Moxley. I don't know if this was a mess up on Moxley or Hangman's side or not, but I just feel like Moxley kind of fell off the ladder for no reason. I don't know if I missed something. If I did, let me know down in the comments so I can know for sure, because I'm going to go for sure. I'm probably going to go back and watch the last part of the match. But to me, it looked like he just fell off the ladder for no reason. Like, oh, okay. You know, I hope I'm wrong. I hope one of y'all says, well, Hangman Page hit him, or, he messed up. He messed up his leg climbing or something and he fell. I would prefer to hear that than for it to be a botch. So pretty much what happens is Moxley falls off the ladder. Hangman Adam Page has this look of shock on his face for like a second or two, like, I'm the only one up. I'm the only one that's literally arm's length away from this chip. Climbs up, grabs the chip, pulls it down. We have ourselves a new number one contender for the AEW title. So first and foremost, I want to say congratulations, Adam Page. You're getting your moment. You better not mess it up. Do your cowboy shit and win the title when they say it's time to go. Because I honestly think that Hangman Adam Page is meant to take that title off of Kenny Omega. That's honestly what I think. But guys, this was the brief review of the AEW Dynamite 2 year anniversary show ladder match. Let me know what you think about it so far. My goal is to at least put out hot takes at least twice a week. And then if you want more in-depth stuff from me in regards to the wrestling world throughout the week, please tune in to Off the Top Rope podcast weekly on Sundays, where I will give more in-depth details of my views in regards to what's happened in the wrestling world. So make sure you go to Off the Top Rope podcast, give them a subscribe, follow them, buy merch, enjoy the product because we enjoy putting it out for y'all. So again, guys, thank you so much. This is the Underboss Cyber Yeti. Thank you so much for tuning in for the Underbosses Wrestling Hot Takes. We will see you next time, and y'all take it easy, guys.